Okay, hello everyone, it's James Graney here from internetbizuni.com, and in this video I'm going to quickly explain what you need to look out for when selecting your first private label product to sell on Amazon. First of all, Amazon is still the best place to launch a private label brand or a brand of any sort in 2017. There's so many sales coming from Amazon, there's so many customers there. They have the eyeballs at the moment, so if you're launching a brand, that's where you want to launch it, to somewhere where there's existing customers ready to, looking for the types of products that you're selling. So the first thing that I want to mention is I've broke it down into a 20-step process, the whole launching your product. I call it brand builder stage 1, but it's broken up into 20 steps. You can see it at internetbizuni.com. But in this I'm just going to talk about the selecting product. Hello Bling, how are you? I'm just going to speak about the selecting product, and that I've broken down into 10 different steps. So I'm going to start with step number 1 is to study Amazon for opportunities. That's the most important part, is your first part, and you want to ensure that there's going to be demand for whatever product it is that you pick as your first private label product. Checking Amazon, looking at Amazon's best sellers, seeing which products are selling well is the first step to deciding your private label product. Going to make a Udemy course for this. Yeah, that's your first step, is to just to search Amazon for the best-selling products and have a look down. You should look in categories that you've an interest in. Having a keen interest in it will help further down the line as you start to grow your brand. At first, when you're first launching, it's okay just to launch any products, but when you have an interest in the product, that's where it'll come in very handy when you're actually building a brand around this product and this type of product, because you'll be speaking with customers that are similar to yourself, have similar interests, and all the rest of it. That just makes it a lot more interesting for you, and you'll be willing to put the work in when you've a keen interest in the product that you actually sell. Then what you should do, number 2, is start identifying ways to make the product better, so that you're not just launching the exact same product as everyone else. Doing this will, it'll get rid of a lot of the competition, and that's what's happening on Amazon at the moment. There's so much competition for the same products. Everyone, when they're private labeling, just seems to go for all the hot selling products, and even that there might be only 1 or 2 sellers selling them when you start selling them, after a couple of weeks there's 10-15 different sellers selling the exact same products, and that's when it becomes highly competitive, and then the only differentiation between them is price. So you should try and make your products as unique as possible, but still serving the main service that you have for these products. Again, I'm under the weather, I'll have to catch. Okay, cool, thank you Bling, and yeah, I'll catch up with you again later. Good stuff. Check the feasibility of these products is the next thing. So number 3, you want to really make sure that these are profitable. You can do this quite easily by just checking the price that you can source them for, which I'll move to in the next step, and just checking what you'll be able to sell them for. Be realistic with the sales price that you'll be able to get for them, so that you're not you don't think that you're going to get a lot more than the products that are already selling. But if your product is unique and serves a better purpose, then you will be able to charge a higher price, a more premium price for your product. There's a lot of things you can do with packaging and stuff like that as well to make it more premium, but just having a unique product will automatically make it a more premium product than the existing generic products that are selling on Amazon. Then identify your profitability of these products. That's number 4. So you'll do this by going on to Alibaba, speaking with your suppliers, working out how many units you can purchase with your first order, and then working out your sales price and just working back from that. Select the 3 best product opportunities. I always do this when you're selecting your first product, because it can take you so long to pick your first product, and it's important not to get stuck. It's a real important step to get the right product, but it's also important to keep moving along the process. Whereas if you just go along with one product, you can easily come to a dead end just by speaking with different manufacturers. They may request that you place a lot bigger purchase than you're willing to place, or might be able to make the changes that you want to make to the product. A few different things might make that product not suitable to go for, so you want to have 2 backups. So keep going with 3 products for a while. When you're doing the product research stage, stay in that stage and work it well until you get 3 good products that you are happy to go on with. You can reduce them later, but you should have 3 products at the early stages. Confirm the changes that you want to make. Then this is your next step. You really want to look closely at the products that are already selling. Look at their reviews. Their reviews will tell you so much. It'll tell you about the quality. People will have left bad reviews. If it's not good quality, you'll be able to look and see exactly what they don't like and what they do like. You'll be able to include what they do like with your product, and what they don't like you'll be able to exclude or try and prevent from happening with your product, as well as adding a couple of new features if you can see easy features that make the product better, or that'll make the product even stand out more. Even if it narrows down your market, it'll make it stand out more. Find reliable suppliers for the 3 products. So start looking for reliable suppliers. You can, at this stage, you can break it down to your one product, to your main product. If you're really happy, that you're happy with that category, that's the product for you, that you're really happy with starting a brand in this category, then you can go ahead with one. But even at this stage, you can keep going with the 3, because as I said, you can come to a brick wall. You might find the manufacturers for a certain product will be hard to deal with, and different things like that, and you'll want to have a backup. You won't want to just have to go back to the product research stage again after doing it for so long. And then finding your reliable suppliers is number 7. Select one product and one market to progress with. After you have done this, after you've spoke with a number of manufacturers, you'll want to narrow it down to your one product. Only start with one product. Even if you have a good bit of capital, which you'll need, you'll need probably 1,000, 2,000 minimum to start your private label brand. But if you go and try and spread that out over 2 products or 3 products, you're going to kill all the chances you have of success with them. You're better off putting it in behind one product, just going with that product, and making a success of that product. Whatever you've left over after your inventory, you can put into your early marketing or into price reductions if you have to get the ball rolling on sales. But you're definitely better off just going with one product from the start. No matter what situation you're in, if you're new to private labeling, you're definitely better off launching one product at a time. Even doing it for a while, the best launches I've had is when I've just launched the one product at each time. Then number 9 is to select your samples. This again will just be speaking with your manufacturers on Alibaba, or if you have other manufacturers in your own country for your product, or in Europe or the US or anywhere like that, you'll want to get samples off them. I usually get a minimum of 3 samples of 3 different manufacturers, just so you can judge them off each other. And down through the years, I've one product that I have got 15 to 20 different samples off, because I'm continuously getting new samples off new suppliers, just to see their quality, just to have backup. Because you'll say, I'm only going with one manufacturer, so I could just get the one sample, and if that's good quality, go with that. That's fair enough, but then you've nothing to judge them against, and you've nothing as backup if that manufacturer ever lets you down. And manufacturers can be too busy at a time and say we can't produce it for another couple of months, which they're doing quite a bit at the moment with the Chinese New Year, and that they're all pushing well back after the Chinese New Year. Any manufacturer that's under a bit of pressure, they won't get them done quickly. So if you've another manufacturer that you've received samples off, they're good, you can just go to this manufacturer right there, and you know, it's always good to have backup manufacturers. And then number 10 is to order your products. So after you've reviewed at least 3 different samples, pick out the best ones, and you know, do a deal with your manufacturer. Before you receive the samples, you should have a clear idea that your manufacturer is willing to sell the units that you require. Most manufacturers have a minimum order, but they all vary. I've had manufacturers that have sold me 100 units, 100 being the smallest, and some manufacturers that have stuck strong saying that their minimum is 1,000 units. And you know, when you build up your brand, then it suits you to purchase the more units you can purchase at a time, the better. But when you're starting off your first order, you will want a smaller unit amount to reduce the risk. And you know, you'll only know that by speaking with different manufacturers and getting their minimum quantities. And that, again, that comes down to, you know, negotiating with them. If you come off straight away from the start saying I can only purchase 100, a lot of these won't even reply, or when they will reply, they'll just give you a crazy high price. So you're better off to start off saying that I will want a smaller initial order, but this is what I can place in time, and give them whatever you're happy placing with, maybe for your second or third order, after you've proved that their products work and everything is good with them. If there's any questions, I will answer them. I'll have a look here. Turn off my sound. Okay, hello everyone, it's James Graney here from Internet